All right, get ready for a major dose of chaotic nostalgia because this is huge. After nearly 2 decades, the family that basically defined dysfunction for an entire generation is officially coming back. You heard that right. Malcolm in the Middle is returning. And as you can see from the new title, life is still unfair. And this one line from the new teaser pretty much says it all, doesn't it? That's a grown-up Malcolm, voiced by Frankie Muniz again, who seems to think he's finally escaped the madness of his childhood. He's found some peace, but come on. If you know this family, you know that peace never, ever lasts. So that's the big question, right? I mean, he has been successfully avoiding them for years. What on earth could possibly be big enough, so unavoidable, that it forces him to dive right back into that mess? Well, it all comes down to a reluctant reunion. And when I say reluctant, I mean really reluctant. Reports make it clear that Malcolm has literally been hiding from his family for over a decade. He's built a whole new life for himself, a wall between him and all that dysfunction. But that wall is about to get smashed to pieces. And here it is, the one event he just can't get out of. Hal and Lois, played by the legends themselves, Bryan Cranston and Jane Kaczmarek, are celebrating their 40th wedding anniversary. There's a party, and for their genius middle son, attendance is, well, let's just say it's not optional. There's absolutely no way he's skipping this one. Okay, so a reunion isn't really a reunion without the original cast, right? So who's actually coming back? Well, the fantastic news for all of us is that the family is pretty much all here for the revival. And what a lineup it is. Of course, you've got Frankie Muniz as Malcolm, you have Bryan Cranston and Jane Kaczmarek back as Hal and Lois, and yes, we're getting both of the older brothers back too. Christopher Kennedy Masterson as Francis and Justin Burfield as Reese. And get this, even M.A. Collegato is back as Francis's wife, Piama. So yeah, the core family, they're back. But longtime fans are going to notice one key difference, and it's a big one. The role of the youngest brother, Dewey, has been recast. Eric Sullivan, the original Dewey, is not returning. The part is now being played by Caleb Ellsworth Clark. So why the change? Now, this is where it gets really interesting. It's not because of some typical Hollywood drama or a scheduling thing. No, the reason is way more unique. According to reports, Eric Sullivan is currently pursuing a master's degree in Victorian literature. No, I'm not kidding. And honestly, that feels like the most Dewey thing ever, right? And it's not just about who's coming back, it's also about who's new. The family is actually getting bigger. We have Keely Carson joining the cast as Leah, who is Malcolm's teenage daughter. Kiana Madeira is set to play his girlfriend, Tristan, and it looks like Hal and Lois weren't done because there's a new youngest sibling named Kelly, played by Vaughn Murray. Just imagine the new layers of chaos this is going to add. Okay, so with all this new info, let's just hit pause and take a quick step back. Because to really understand why this revival is such a massive deal, you have to remember the original wasn't just another sitcom. It was a legit cultural phenomenon. I mean, just look at the stats on the original run. It kicked off way back in 2000. It ran for 7 incredible seasons and cranked out 151 episodes before it ended in 2006. A run like that is so rare, and that's exactly what made this show an absolute classic. And it wasn't just that people loved it. The critics loved it too. The original show took home an incredible 7 Emmy Awards. 7! So yeah, no pressure on the new series, right? Talk about having some enormous shoes to fill. All right, so we've covered the who, the what, and the why of the story, but now it's time for the most important part, the when and the where. Let's break down exactly how you can watch this. Okay, here's everything you need to know, nice and simple. First, what is it? It's a 4-part limited series. Second, when does it start? It premieres on April 10th. And third, where can you find it? It's going to be streaming exclusively on Hulu. That's it, simple as that. So all of this kind of brings us to one final big question. We know Malcolm has a daughter now. The whole family is obviously older, and the world is a very different place. But with this family, after almost 2 decades apart, has anything fundamentally changed? I guess we're all going to have to watch to find out.